guys, so it's our time to talk about Manitoba. The reason why I chose to discuss Manitoba after Alberta is that they're very similar in a topographic sense, and I want to use this time to compare both provinces so you can see the obvious differences. First, I will start by telling you an interesting fact about Manitoba, and that is that the word Manitoba comes from the Indian word which means God who speaks. The capital city of Manitoba is Winnipeg, and it is the most developed city in the entire province. First, I will start by explaining the tourism sector in Manitoba, because this is how I did the previous video, so you can draw the comparison. First of all, I want to tell you that according to government website, tourism industry is growing. There are 20,640 jobs currently in the tourism sector, and I found interesting data that they actually welcome youth workers or first-time workers. What does that mean? That means that if you're an international student, you can use their pathway program for international students to stay in the country. But you have to study in Manitoba in order to do so, and just go to the tourism sector then. They said that more money is coming from tourism than from wheat market. Manitoba has a lot of prairies, rolling pastures, lake, mountains, and as I mentioned already, they have similar topography like Alberta. They have 40 national parks, and one of the most famous ones is Riding Mountain National Park. If you remember the story about Alberta, you can see that this province is also for the nature lovers. Additional thing that you should know about Manitoba is that it is eco-friendly province, and they actually invest a lot of money in sustainable tourism and clean energy. Currently, the research found that Manitobians are more comfortable welcoming tourists from nearby communities or provinces than other countries. Obviously, this is a current situation because of the COVID, so they have to, still have some income from tourism. So they are, directing their efforts towards local people and local tourists. According to National Geographic article, these are 10 things you should do in Manitoba. Now you will see the slide. Okay, now we are going to talk about the cost of living, because this is something that is actually the prevalent factor when you are moving to another country. Again, I will mention the website I found for Alberta. You can use it here as well, and that's www.numbeO.com, and the other one I found is expatistan.com. Both sites will be below my video, and you can type the city in Manitoba, and then you can find the cost of living. But overall, what I found is that people in Manitoba enjoy more disposable income. What does that mean? That means that after they pay all the expenses, they have more money to save. So maybe if you are looking for, buying a house in Canada, you should move to Manitoba first, save for the first few years, and then buy, house in another province if you want to move, or things like that. As I mentioned, they are titled as eco-friendly province because they promote, clean energy, and they also have hydro energy and natural gas. And actually, the residential rates for utilities are the lowest in Canada. If you go to Manitoba, your electricity bill will be the lowest out of all the provinces. And I found that they have their fresh water supply is the purest in entire North America. Obviously, you can imagine why is that, because of all these beautiful mountains. Healthcare is really important for some people, and I will give you the link where you can see what this universal health care covers, and you can compare it to Alberta. I also gave you the link for Alberta. economy. Interesting data is that lowest unemployment, they have lowest unemployment rate since 2017. 5 industries are really big in Manitoba, and those are aerospace industry, agriculture sector, construction industry, tourism, and retail. I already discussed a little bit tourism, but I want to tell you about agriculture sector. They are famous for wheat farms and cattle farms. So those people who work in the agricultural sector, I believe that Manitoba is the right province for you. I have to say sorry because I forgot to mention the climate, and I'm going to compare with Alberta climate. Climate in Manitoba has drastic temperature changes, so you do not have clearly, you cannot clearly distinguish spring and autumn. So from winter it goes straight to the summer. So the snow lasts in southern parts from November to April, and in the northern parts even longer. Temperatures can be anywhere from -40 Celsius to 27 Celsius in July. So those of you who are fine with the long winters, you should move definitely to Manitoba. Also, another thing that I want to discuss is demographics. And what I found, the primary 2 languages are English and French, but there are 200 additional languages spoken in this province. Also, one thing that is different to Alberta is that they have these special training programs for the newcomers, which help newcomers to settle to the life in Manitoba, and that is actually very helpful because they have these physical facilities where you can go and find like-minded people who just came to Canada, and you can hang out. It's easier when you have this support system to settle to the new environment. Education. Here I will only tell you a little bit about higher education and the universities that are famous. And all these universities I checked, they are international recognized, and they have a good ranking scores. So those would be the University of Winnipeg, University of Manitoba, Brandon University, Providence University College, and I will pronounce this, Université de Saint-Boniface. Hopefully I did it well. I forgot, my French is so rusted, totally I haven't used it since high school. Now finally, as I mentioned, in Alberta there are programs that this province offers with collaboration with federal government, and you can check these programs on the link that I will provide in the box below this video. But I would suggest you to contact immigration agent, and you can contact our immigration agent in Vancouver. His name is Milorad Borata, and his website is www.work-in-canada.com. So he will be able to tell you if you are suitable, and what are your chances of moving and getting the job in Manitoba. If you need anything else, please do not hesitate to contact me on my email or on my social media channels that will be in the box below this video. Thank you.